Isekai Cheat Magician was originally a web novel authored by Takeru Uchida on Let's Make a Novel, or Let's Make a Web Novel website in 2012, where it's still ongoing as of September 2019. The series was then adapted to light novel format, like all Isekai web novels, in the year 2013, with 10 volumes published as of June 2019. A manga adaptation by Karen Tsuragi began serialization in December 2016, with 6 volumes released so far. Isekai Cheat Magician was adapted to anime format, which was just completed airing on September 25th, 2019. The anime was initially announced on April 15th, 2018 through Kadokawa's Shonen Ace magazine. Daisuke Tsukushi, who is the episode director of Karsei in a Foreign Labyrinth, the animation, Full Metal Panic, Invisible Victory, and Girly Air Force, made his series directorial debut. He was also the production manager of the original Furikuri FLCL OVA. Takeyo Ikami, who also scripted Penguin Drum, Yuri Kuma Arashi, Beautiful Bones, Sakurako's Investigation, was in charge of the series' scripts. He was also the script composer of Dances with the Dragons, which is not related to A Dance with Dragons by George Martin of Song of Ice and Fire fame. Suji Maruyama of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is designing the characters in the anime, which was based on the light novel illustrations. In Courage Films, known for Etotama, Love Kome and Love Kome 2, and Hito Ijime, My Hero, was assigned to produce the anime, basically do all the animation for the anime. The soundtrack was composed by Yoshiaki Fujisawa, who was responsible for the soundtrack of Dimension W, the Gate series, Land of the Lustrous, and more recently the Helper Fought Senko-san. Myth and Roy performed the opening theme song, Panta Re, for the television series. The single CD of the song was shipped on July 24th. The band have previously performed theme songs for all 3 seasons of Overlord, the saga of Tanya the Evil film and television series, and Re:Zero. Isekai Cheat Magician has 2 characters, Taichi Nishimura and Rin Azuma, who is cast by Rei Takahashi of Mega Man fame from Konosuba. The 2 are ordinary high school students who are childhood friends who get transported into a standard isekai setting. The anime begins in media res, with Ren and Tachi having been in the world for a while, are fighting in the middle of a war, with each of them single-handedly taking out an army, which in later episodes reveal that they're taking part in a civil war, with Tachi using his wind magic to literally blow away the enemy force in one blow. On the way to school and dodging and speeding bikers in our world, a magical circle appears beneath Tachi's feet. Tachi pushes Rin out of the magic circle, but she jumps back in, and they both get transported to a standard yet medieval world of swords and magic, basically a typical isekai setting. While regaining their bearings, they get attacked by a vicious monster. Tachi distracts the horse-like monster so that Rin can have the opportunity to escape. Luckily, a group of adventurers, one of them magicians, came to their aid and rescues them. After arriving at a frontier town called Aspire, they decided to enroll as adventurers at the town's Adventurers Guild. However, while Taichi was able to break the measurement orb, revealing the fact that he has unsurpassed physical strength when enhanced with magic, and Rin was able to summon 4 colored lights, each light representing the magic of fire, wind, earth, and water. Now this was after arriving at the frontier town called Aspire, they decided to enroll as adventurers at the town's Adventurers Guild. This was during their enrollment at the Adventurers Guild, and the Guildmaster appears after the measurement, and they inform them they must undergo special training in order to complete registration. This is where they found out that they are the most powerful cheat magicians of this world. Now, if you think this premise sounds generic, you're right, because it is generic. Compared to other isekai offerings of the past few years, such as Overlord, Ray Zero, Konosuba, Saga of Tanya the Evil, Shield Hero, Smartphone Isekai, Isekai Cheat Magician is generic. The plot is generic. The characters are generic. The setting is generic compared to these anime. Almost everything you see in the anime, every trope is played straight. No subversions, no unique aspects, except for a few tropes are subverted here or there. The anime is average, but the anime is decently produced and animated. At least it does not have it does not feature a demon lord. Now that would be generic. The final battle is anticlimactic, and most of the action happens off screen, and he did not fully polarize the demon until the last minute. We never got a chance to see the final strength of the demon in the last episode. Now, the major difference is the character development of Tachi. He has been told by his mentors that he is able to destroy armies and nations alike, but he didn't want to accept this power. Only after he loses something dear to him later in the story that he slowly accepts his overpowered ability. In light of that, there is no harm. While Tachi is a chick magnet in the show and attracts a slim woman general later in the story, he has no harm, and one of his love interests dies later in the story. The visual and animations is decent for a generic isekai, despite some rough edges here and there. There are some early episodes where fire effects were superimposed through CGI animation rather than animated by hand. The sound and soundtrack itself does fit the atmosphere of the show, even though it has generic looks and feels, especially the final episode of the show, while anticlimactic. For the most part, there is nothing new to the show if you watch other isekai shows, but it's not bad per se, as it was entertaining for me and didn't bore me whatsoever, because if an anime is really this generic, it should not be boring. While I'm not really into isekai, out of the many it has been in the anime market in the recent years, it's generic compared to the better offerings in the recent months and years. If I had to give this anime a rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10. While generic in almost every way and plays its tropes straight, it's not a bore. If you actually watch any other anime in the isekai genre, it's definitely preferable if you skip this one. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you're really interested in the Ministry of Otaku, visit the Discord page and the Twitter page. Thanks for watching.